Hello friends, now we will start with the next topic in filters, that is high pass filters. This topic is again important for different competitive exams. You have a lot of questions from high pass filters as well. We will be talking about the first order high pass filter, then second order high pass filter, then nth order high pass filter, right? The high pass filter is basically used to stop the frequencies up to certain cutoff frequency, which is called lower cutoff frequency of the filter, right? It passes all the frequencies above that frequency called cutoff frequency. If you see the characteristic, it is something like this. The characteristics are like this. It allows the frequencies above a frequency called cutoff frequency. This is frequency, this is magnitude, or you can say gain of the filter. So the gain your transfer function has, or the characteristics are flat beyond cutoff frequency, and gain of the filter reduces below cutoff frequency, right? So such type of filter having, or filters having this type of characteristics are called high pass filters. Fine. So now we will be having the different circuits which are used to implement the high pass filters, and that is using op-amp. We have seen there are two modes of two types of circuits used in low pass filters, that was non-inverting mode as well as inverting mode. So first I will be talking about, that is non-inverting mode of the filter. So in non-inverting mode, the circuit will be similar to what we discussed in case of low pass filter. We have op-amp, we have negative feedback in this op-amp like this, right? This is output of the filter, this is grounded, this is resistance R1, this is RF, right? This is feedback arrangement, and we have the circuit which is nothing but low pass circuit connected at non-inverting terminal. This is low pass passive circuit, or we can say low pass RC circuit, right? Not low pass, I'm sorry, this is high pass RC circuit. So this is C, this is R, and this is input voltage, right? This circuit is called first order high pass filter, right, using operational amplifier. If you take this voltage, say this is node A, this is node B, so I can write the expression of voltage at node B directly. That is equal to VB is equal to what? R divided by R. Plus, now when you talk about the filter analysis of the filter, you can take either S domain or you can take j omega domain, means frequency domain. If you take S domain, so impedance of the capacitor is 1 by SC, so this will be 1 by SC, right? This is input, of course, that is in S domain, that is voltage at node B, right? To find the output of this filter, you can write directly output of the filter can be written like this: 1 plus RF by R1 into voltage at node A, voltage at this node. For non-inverting mode, this is the output, and remember the voltage at node A is same as voltage at node B for ideal op-amp. So I can replace this by VB, or I will say for ideal op-amp, or I can write it here, for ideal op-amp, what do we have? Voltage at node B is same as voltage at node A. So V naught S will be equal to, so this was VA here, this will be 1 plus RF by R1 into VB, sorry, and you know what is VB? So I can write the output voltage of this is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 whole divided by this, that is what? You can see this expression here, this will be, or I can rewrite it like this, multiplied by what? SCR divided by 1 plus SCR into input voltage, right? So the transfer function of this filter sometimes may be written like this: HS is equal to the ratio of output voltage to input voltage in S domain is equal to what? That is 1 plus RF by R1 divided by 1 plus SCR into multiplied by what? SCR. And if you draw the pole zero diagram of this for this particular transfer function, you can draw the pole zero diagram in S domain. So the pole zero diagram of this transfer function has, you can see carefully, numerator of the transfer function gives me zeros. So how many, the number of terms containing S is nothing but number of zeros. So here we have only one term containing S in numerator, so that gives me 0, and I have one term containing S in denominator, that gives me the number of poles. So we can say number of terms containing S or power of S in denominator is nothing but number of poles. So here we have only one term containing S, so this is nothing but one pole. So this transfer function of high pass filter has 1 0 at the origin, because I have one term, and if you see what will be the factor of this S will be equal to 0. If you put numerator polynomial equal to 0, that gives me S equal to 0, that is nothing but 0 of the transfer function. And if you put this equal to 0, the factor of this is nothing but S by minus 1 by RC, that is pole of this. So this is minus 1 by RC, that gives me the pole, right? So the high pass filter has one pole which is located at origin. High pass filter has, first order high pass filter has 1 0 which is located at origin, and one pole which is located at negative real axis, right? And if you remember the low pass filter, it has one pole that was located on negative real axis, but there were no zeros in case of low pass filter. So that is called nothing but, this is explained, this is pole zero diagram for this transfer function, which is nothing but transfer function of the high pass filter, right? You can analyze this circuit in S domain as well. Not S domain, that is J omega domain as well. For J omega domain, what do we do? Replace S by J omega. So let us see that. So for frequency domain, S is replaced by J omega, right? So we will see now how to proceed for frequency domain analysis, right? For frequency domain analysis, S is J omega, so impedance of the capacitor, reactance of capacitor is 1 by J omega axis. Every procedure will remain same otherwise. This is 1 by J omega C. This will be what? J omega CR. This will be J omega CR. You can proceed like that. S has to be replaced by J omega. It has to be replaced by J omega. It has to be replaced by J omega. Everything is otherwise similar, right? So the transfer function for this filter, that is nothing but first order high pass filter, can be rewritten like this: H J omega equal to, you please see it carefully, 1 plus RF by R1 whole divided by, I can take this J omega in the denominator, we will have 1 plus 1 by J omega RC. That's it, right? So you can see H J omega equal to A naught plus or 1 plus this is omega L divided by J omega, where A naught is nothing but 1 plus RF by R1, and what is omega L? That is 1 by RC, or I can say FL is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. Why? Because this is 2 pi FL. So that gives me the frequency, which is nothing but lower cutoff frequency of high pass filter. So this is your transfer function of your which filter? That is first order low pass filter in frequency domain. That was the before that we have discussed the transfer function in S domain. S is called complex frequency. So for complex frequency, this is real axis, this is imaginary axis, right? So in case of S domain, we talk about transfer function and pole zero diagram. But in case of frequency domain, we talk about the frequency response and phase response. So this is the expression of transfer function. Now we will try to find the variation of transfer function in frequency domain as a function of frequency. Sometimes we call it transfer function, sometimes we call it gain as a function of frequency, because the ratio of output to input is gain in case of the operation amplifier. So you can either say it is a gain of the filter, or you can say it is a transfer function of the filter in frequency domain. Both are same thing for this particular circuit, right? So now this is your transfer function or gain of the low pass filter, right? What is A? If you put omega equal to infinity, this becomes 0. It means A naught is gain at infinity. This is what? A naught is gain at what? Gain at omega is equal to infinity, right? So if you see the variation of omega, your transfer function of this filter, that is A naught by 1 plus omega L by omega whole square under root. You can either write like this, or this is A naught by 1 plus, I can replace omega L by 2 pi FL, and I can replace omega by 2 pi F. So this is nothing but 2 pi and 2 pi get cancelled out, and that is the magnitude of the transfer function. I can find the phase angle of the transfer function. This is what you have. So this will be equal to how much? You please see it carefully. This can be written like this. I had j omega in the numerator. We had what? You please see, this can be written like this, j omega RC into 1 plus j omega RC. That was your actual transfer function, something like this, but we had taken that in denominator, right? So what is phase angle of this? 90 degree. What is phase angle of this? Tangent inverse omega RC, but in numerator it will be negative. So phase angle for the high pass filter will be 90 degree minus tangent inverse omega RC. So magnitude as well as phase. But normally we don't talk about the phase response, we talk about the magnitude of response, means variation in magnitude as a function of frequency. So here you can see the variation in magnitude. Variation in magnitude as a function of frequency. You can draw either, you can see variation of phase angle as a function of frequency, you can see variation in magnitude as a function of frequency, right? So let us see both here, but I repeat, normally we talk about what? We talk about variation in magnitude as a function of frequency normally, but we can see the variation. So earlier magnitude gives the magnitude response. The variation of magnitude as a function of frequency is called magnitude response of the filter, and variation of phase angle with respect to frequency is called phase response of the filter, right? So here you can see, or I can draw a table here. Suppose frequency is varied, this is magnitude. Suppose frequency is varied from 0 to infinity. So this is magnitude of the transfer function, this is phase angle of the transfer function. So put omega is equal to 0. When omega is 0, this becomes infinite. So when this is infinite, so this is 0, right? But what about the phase angle? When you put omega equal to 0, so this is 90 degree. When put omega is equal to omega L at omega L, right? When you put omega equal to omega L, the magnitude becomes A naught by root 2. That means 1 by root 2 times its value at infinite frequency, and phase angle becomes what? When you put a omega equal to how much? Omega L. This omega L here is what? That is nothing but 1 by omega. I'm sorry, this is nothing but, you can rewrite it like this, omega L, that was omega RC rather, that is omega RC, right? And RC, 1 by RC is what? 1 by RC is omega L, so omega by omega L, right? So this becomes 45 degree. You can see when omega is omega L, this becomes 45 degrees. So 90 minus 45 degrees, 45 degree. At omega equal to infinity, this at omega is equal to infinity, this becomes 0. So this is A naught, and this is 0 degree. That is the variation of magnitude as well as phase angle as a function of frequency in the of this particular filter. So now I can see the variation of magnitude as well as phase angle as a function of frequency, right? So that is how we can see this is magnitude of this transfer function, right? This is phase angle of this transfer function. Remember, normally we talk about f, so I will be talking about f here, so I can take f here, I can take f here. So you can see, you can take any of the variation, right, like that. So I will be taking f instead of omega. Normally we talk about f, so that means I am considering this expression. So this will be f by fl. Both are correct, but normally we talk about frequency in hertz, not frequency in radians per second. So that's why I have replaced this omega by f, right? Normally we talk about magnitude variation in magnitude as a function of f, not omega in filters, right? So at certain cutoff frequency, initially it is very at high frequencies it is a naught, but when you reduce frequency, you can see when you increase frequency, magnitude increases, so it will be increasing like this, right? So at certain frequency, which is called cutoff frequency, right, that gain of this filter is a naught by root 2, or this is like this, right? So this is nothing but, if you take in decibels, this is 3 dB, right? If you take this in decibels, this will be a 0 dB, and this value a naught by root 2 is nothing but a 0 dB minus 3 dB. So sometimes we call this cutoff frequency as 3 dB cutoff frequency. So this, and that is taken in decibels. I repeat, you can either take magnitude simply that fraction, or you can take magnitude in decibels. So when magnitude is taken in decibels, how do we take that? That is 20 log of h j omega. This is magnitude in decibels. So when you can take log of this, in that case in decibels, the difference between magnitude at high frequencies and magnitude at cutoff frequency is 3 dB. So that's why this frequency is sometimes called 3 dB cutoff frequency, right? So this is nothing but the characteristic of, or you can say the transfer characteristic of the filter, right? So this increase in the gain as a function of frequency is plus 20 dB per decade in case of first order filter. Remember this. The slope of the characteristic is nothing but 20 dB per decade. Now you can see, if you reduce frequency, gain of the filter reduces to a certain frequency. At some point gain reduces to how much? A naught by root 2, which is nothing but 70.7% of the initial value. So that frequency is called cutoff frequency of the filter. That's simple, right? So, and if you see the variation in phase angle is 90 degree at high frequencies. At these frequencies it is how much? 45 degree, and at high frequencies you can say at infinite frequencies it is, I repeat, you can see phase angle is reducing with increase in frequency. So at omega is equal to 0, it is 90 degree, so it will be reducing with increase in frequency. So phase angle of the high pass filter, first order high pass filter, reduces with increase in frequency. That is the variation of phase angle. So that explains your variation in magnitude of transfer function or magnitude of gain of the low high pass filter, and variation in phase angle as a function of frequency in case of first order high pass filter. So that is what you have to remember. So there are important expressions in this particular circuit, so you should remember all the expressions. Fine. Now let us see the inverting mode as well. In case of inverting mode, circuit is like this. I have a capacitor connected here. This is C, this is R, right? This is connected to ground and input is connected here. This is the circuit of what? That is first order low pass filter connected in inverting mode, right? Let us see the output of this filter. Now in case of inverting mode filter, so this is RF, this is suppose impedance Z, so this is output, so ratio of output to input as a function of frequency you can take 1 by SC for S domain, so that is RF by, what is this, say this is Z, so RF by Z1, you can say Z1. What is Z1? Impedance of this branch is what? R plus 1 by SC, so this is RF by R plus 1 by SC. That's it. Fine. So this is the expression which is similar to what we discussed. This can be written like this: RF by R, and since it is inverting mode, so there has to be negative sign which I skipped. So it has to be negative. So 1 plus 1 by SCR. Expression is similar to what we discussed earlier, but here that gain at infinite large frequencies will be like this. So this is nothing but minus RF by R into SCR divided by 1 plus SCR. So it has one pole which is located at negative real axis, it has one pole which is located at origin, so that's why we call this, this will be giving me pole zero diagram similar to a high pass filter, right? So if you talk about the transfer function of this filter, so this is the transfer function for the inverting mode filter, right? You can take that transfer function or gain in frequency domain as well, that is V naught j omega by V input j omega, that is equal to minus RF by R divided by 1 plus, what is that? 1 by CR into j omega. I have replaced S by j omega in this equation. That's it, right? Or this can be written like minus RF by R 1 plus omega L by j omega L, sorry j omega, and I can write this like earlier case, that is A here, right? Or A naught here, right? So the transfer function for this filter is what we discussed in earlier case. So magnitude of transfer function will be similar to that case, right? This is square under root, where A naught is clear, that is RF by R, but phase angle will be little different. Phase angle for this will be, why? Because I have 180 degree, I have minus sign, and minus sign means 180 degree, right? Phase angle of this for this was what? Phase angle for this was 90 degree minus tangent inverse omega RC. That's it. Fine. So that is how I can solve the, or I can draw the variations, of course with respect to frequency, but that is the expression for the inverting mode. So for inverting mode, gain at high frequency is what? RF by R. But for non-inverting mode, it is what? 1 plus RF by R1 or whatever, right? That is your expression for inverting mode of high pass first order filter. Fine. Now let us talk about second order high pass filter. In case of second order high pass filter, we will be using only non-inverting mode, where we have already discussed, or here we have already discussed your first order high pass filter, right? So if in second order high pass filter, we have RC first stage, we have RC second stage, like this, right? This is input, this is C, this is C, this is R, this is R, this is R1, that is RF, and this first stage resistance bottom is connected at output. So this is called second order high pass filter. the transfer function, just remember, if you can remember, the transfer function for this is a naught by 1 plus omega L by omega power 4 under root, where a naught is 1 plus RF by R and omega L is 1 by RC, or FL is 1 by 2 pi RC. That is the circuit. This is the expression for gain of this filter, right? Or so I can write, for first order it was 2 into 1, right? For second order it is 2 into 2. For third order it will be 2 into 3. For fourth order it will be 2 into 4, and so on. So for nth order it will be 2 into n. So transfer function for nth order filter will be similar to this. But how to implement higher order filters? First order we have seen, second order this is the circuit. So for implementation of third order filter, we will cascade this second order filter with first order filter. So two filters will be connected in cascade for implementation of third order. Similarly, for implementation of fourth order, will be cascading second order filter with another second order filter. So resultant will be fourth order, and so on. For implementation of fifth order, 2 second order, 1 first order. For implementation of seventh order, 3 second order, 1 first order, all connected in cascade, something like that, right? So I can implement higher order filters. But in case of higher order filters, what will happen? That will be giving me your characteristic. Ideally, the characteristic should be like this. This is flat, this is flat. So there should be sharp cutoff. So the characteristic approach is ideal filter when you increase the number of stages. So for second order, first order it was plus 20 dB. For second order it will be plus 40 dB per decade. For third order it will be plus 60 degree. For nth order it will be plus 20 into n. So for every order it will go on increasing. So for nth order it is 20 into n dB per decade. So when you increase order of the filter, what will happen? The circuit will approach the ideal characteristic, right? So that is your second order filter and nth order filter, right? So that finishes your high pass filters, high pass active filters using op-amp. Now we will see the examples based on high pass filters which appeared in different exams in past. Now let us see the example based on high pass filter. The 3 dB cutoff frequency of a first order analog high pass filter is omega c. For a signal 0.5 sin omega ct, the output will have phase shift off. So try to recall the transfer function of high pass filter. So this is transfer function of high pass filter, which is nothing but a naught 1 plus j omega c by omega, where omega c was cutoff frequency. You can say in my mathematical expression I have used it omega L. You can either use it omega L or you can say FL or FC. That's your choice, right? So symbolically that won't make any difference. And we have seen the phase angle of the transfer function for this is nothing but minus of, or you can say C, for first order high pass filter it has to be it's not here, please correct it. It's basically here, it's basically here with this. So this is the expression. So there is a little correction here, right? So the cutoff frequency, you can see the output will have phase shift off. Just see, I had the cutoff frequency of the frequency of the filter is omega c. Omega c is cutoff frequency. So phase angle of this is nothing but, try to recall, that was 90 degree minus tangent inverse, how much? That was omega by omega L, right? So at omega equal to omega L or omega c, this is minus 45 or this is 45 degree. So this is equal to 45 degree. So answer for this is C, right? Answer for this is not B, rather it is C. Try to recall the transfer function. The transfer function of high pass filter. Let us revert back. Please see the transfer function of high pass filter. The transfer function for first order high pass filter is this. That is the transfer function of first order high pass filter, right? Or I'll come back to that point again. This is the transfer function of high pass filter, right? So you could write it like that, or you could have simplified little more, just like what we did in case of numerical there. So sorry, in my mathematical expression we have shown everything, right? So the mathematical expression here is for phase angle, it is written like this. Otherwise, of course, you could have mentioned that you could have taken it just like what we discussed in case of numerical there, in case of theoretical session there in my video. So now when you talk about the frequency, when you talk about the phase variation in phase, so it has to be 45 degree, not the minus 45 degree. So answer for this is C, right? Now let us see the next example. The circuit shown below implements a filter between input I input and output V naught. So this is a filter which is assumed to be, which is mentioned already. So you have to tell which is the type of filter, right? So you take S domain. In S domain, what is this? This is IS. This is V naught S, right? This is R, this is L. So what is this impedance? This impedance is nothing but R1 multiplied by j omega L1, or not j omega. Okay, you can write j omega as well. R1 plus j omega L1, right? So what will be V naught? If it is grounded, so it has to be at zero potential. So V naught will be equal to voltage. This is current. So this current will be nothing but same as this current. Why? Because current entering into inverting terminal for ideal op amp is 0. So current through this impedance is nothing but this current. So V naught is equal to this impedance. Say this is ZF. So impedance ZF multiplied by current I. Or if you talk about S domain, so this is this, right? Or j omega you can say. So V naught is equal to, or you talk about transfer function, so that is V upon I in, that will be equal to this impedance, and that is nothing but R1 j omega L1 divided by R1 plus j omega L1, and this is the transfer function which is having one pole at origin, 1 0 at origin and 1 pole on this side, because this denominator give me pole, this denominator give me 0. So you can either take S domain. So if it is taken in S domain, so this will be S, this will be S, right? Instead of j omega it will be S. So it is one pole on negative real axis, because when you put it equal to 0, so S will be minus R1 by L1. When you put it equal to 0, so S will be 0. So there is 1 0 at origin and 1 pole on negative real axis at R1 by L1, right? This is pole 0 diagram. So which is nothing but high pass first order filter. So this is high pass first order filter. So answer is D. And these are the examples based on high pass filter, which were the questions in, you can see questions in GATE in past, and that finishes your high pass filter. So in next video we will be talking about the next topic, that is band pass filter. So wait for my next video. Thank you very much for watching the video.